guys, remember me? Probably not, because I am the worst and haven't posted in a very long time, but don't worry, I'm back today for another video because, I just really want to, and I'm really excited to sit down and actually film a sit down video because I haven't done that probably in like a year. So here we go. Okay guys, so what I'll be talking to you about today is my freshman year reflection at the University of Georgia and what I'm most looking forward to about my sophomore year. Again, I'm a rising sophomore. I got my Athens gear on. I got my Made by Lexi necklace on because she's an Athens girl too. So I'm so excited, and yeah, so let's just get started with the video. So the three main things that I really want to talk about my freshman year was where I lived, my sorority, and my classes and educational experience. So I guess I'll start off with where I lived. Originally, my roommate and I were scheduled to live in the family graduate school housing when the housing assignments came out. That's where we were, in apartments like 40 minutes away from campus, and we were devastated. But luckily we were able to contact the housing department and get switched into a dorm, and we actually ended up in Hill Hall. And if you guys follow Danielle, you probably know that that's where we lived, and I'm so happy with it. I couldn't have asked for a better freshman year experience in dorm because I was able to make such amazing friends in my dorm. And if you're going into school and you're kind of wondering, oh, I don't know if I should live in an apartment or like the suite style, or if I should just live in the community dorms, I would 10 out of 10 recommend living in the community dorms. It was so fun living with so many girls and like getting to know everybody and running down for shower parties, and it was just so much fun. That's another big tip that I have for freshmen, and if you're living in a dorm, is open your doors and make friends. Like, it's a little bit intimidating at first, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very outgoing, and I even had trouble like going and talking to people. But the more that you leave your door open, people are more likely to come in and out, and it just shows that you're a welcoming person. And I know that I walked in and out of girls' rooms and was like, hi, I'm Daly. So the more that you do that, the better your chances are of making friends, and you're just all around. Like, if I didn't leave my door open, my hallmates and I would not be friends, and it's crazy to think that, but my hallmates were a huge part of my freshman year, and I'm so grateful and blessed to have them because they were like a little family. It was so nice to come home at the end of the day and be with them and hang out in the dorms. And basically, at one point, or at basically the whole year, our separate rooms all just became like one room, and we all just hung out, and everyone was in and out of rooms, and it was just so fun, and I'll never forget it, and I will never trade it for anything. Okay, so the second part is my sorority. I am a Gamma Phi Beta. Woo-hoo, Gamma Phi. I'm a Gamma Phi at the University of Georgia, and I love it so much. I'm gonna do a completely separate video on sorority recruitment stuff coming soon, so I'll talk about my experience and stuff, but the general gist is that I'm a Gamma Phi Beta, and I love it so much. I am living in the house next year, which I'm talking about that later, but the girls that I've met are so nice and great, and I'm so lucky to have them. Going through recruitment was like kind of scary because I'm from New Jersey, and so going into like a big southern Georgia school where a ton of people are from Georgia, I was really intimidated. But once you find your niche and find your group of people, it's so nice because everybody relates to each other, and it's just one big happy family, and going there every night or every Monday night for chapter is so fun, and you get to like see everybody and have dinner together, and it's so much fun. I always say that if you are on the fence about rushing or not, I would definitely recommend it because it's so nice to just put yourself out of your comfort zone and to try and make new friends. Like, I know I made friends during recruitment, just like during going from house to house on the streets. Like, it was just so fun because everyone's so encouraging, and everyone's going through the same thing, that it's like, oh, I love those shoes, or I love that dress or something, and it's like everybody's so encouraging, and it's so normal to make friends like outside of a house. It's just cool, and I really like that experience for myself. And I definitely feel like if you are going to a southern school, a lot of southern schools rush in the fall, and I really loved rushing in the fall because it was nice that I was able to meet so many people right at the beginning, and I was able to make so many different friend groups, or like friends, and like different types of friends right away, because then I can get closer with them throughout the year as opposed to rushing in the spring. However, rushing in the spring is pretty awesome too if you're doing that, because you kind of have a chance to settle in first, where I rushed before my classes started. So it was pretty crazy, but I really did love it because like the girls in my sorority and I are so close, and it's so fun. We like went on spring break together, went to Disney World. Like, I don't know, stuff like that. Those are such cool experiences, and I was really happy to share them with those types of girls, and like it's just so much fun. Honestly, you have like socials every week, and like that's a different thing that I was going to talk about, was like balancing your academics with your social schedule, especially in being in a sorority. It's can be kind of challenging because there's so many events that go on, sisterhood events, socials, just like so many things that go on. But it's all about managing your time and being able to say no, which I know I've talked about before, but it's just nice to be able to like have your relaxing nights and study and do what you have to do, but then it's also nice to like let loose and you know, have fun with your friends. That's exactly what I think freshman year, and what I specifically learned freshman year, was balancing time and making sure that you're getting to all your different points of school. So obviously academics comes first. You have to make the grades, you have to do really well, but it's also about living your life and being a part of something bigger. So whether that's making friends, joining clubs, doing things like that, it's really fun to get involved in those types of things. And that's why I love being in a sorority, is I'm able to do things like philanthropy wise and work with, I know our philanthropy is building strong girls through Girls on the Run, so it's all about building girls up and empowering girls, which is something I'm super passionate about. So it's nice because we get to really do that and focus in on like philanthropy and charitable things, as well as being able to have a ton of friends and go do fun things like that. Like I know so many times my friends and I would just like go to the movies and like go out to socials, and it was just so fun. Like that type of experience I would have never had without being in a sorority. Or the cool like charitable things, and I don't know, it's really great to like really get involved, and that's what I really loved about it for my freshman year, was I was able to really throw myself in and have a great time. And then the last thing for freshman year that I'm going to talk about is academics. I am an advertising major right now. I might change that to public relations next year, I'm not sure yet, but definitely something in that type of department, journalism, school kind of thing, just because I really like the whole creativity behind it. It's not so analytical, I guess, as like business is, but I had some really awesome classes that I really liked. For example, I loved communications class. I love Spanish. Spanish is my minor, so I love Spanish. And then I had classes that I wasn't too keen on. Like I really didn't like math. I've never been like a math-minded person, but college math, it is hard. It's really hard. But again, there's prereqs for every class, and there's freshman and graduation requirements. So, I mean, like it's just part of going to college, is having to get those out of the way, which not a huge fan of, but it has to be done. And I think a lot of times, specifically for me, freshman year, I had a struggle with being in a bigger school and being in big, like 100-person classes where I don't know my professor personally. Like I went to a very small high school, so I knew every teacher whether I had them or not. And everybody knew who I was, and so it's different when you go to a big school or just a new college in general, where you don't know your teachers and you have to go and make yourself known, which was something that I always got a little scared of. And you're gonna find teachers, like I know I found teachers that I loved, that I like can't wait for them to write me rec letters for jobs and things, and then there's teachers that I just despised. Like I hate them. To this day it makes my blood boil, because there are teachers that just irked me like every single day. I just didn't want to go to class just because I didn't want to see their faces, like that type of thing. And I guess that's just like part of freshman year, is you have to find the teachers that you like and really work in those classes. But then also when you find a teacher you don't like, or a class that you don't like, it just means you have to work twice as hard to get the grades and to really conquer the class, which I found in psychology was so hard. The teacher, I just wasn't super keen on it, and I thought I would love it. That's the thing, is I thought I would love it, but I just had to work really hard. So now I'm going to talk about the things that I'm most excited for sophomore year. Like I said previously, I am living in the Gamma Phi Beta house, which I am so excited. I have 2 roommates, Tony and Melissa. What's up? And I'm so excited. We're decorating our room all pretty, and we're texting in our group chat like all the time, talking about what we want. And as crazy as it sounds, like I am a little nervous to live with like 60 girls or however many girls that are in the house, but it's gonna be fun. It's so exciting, and like it's gonna be nice that even though it's similar to living in a dorm with so many people, it's different because there's like a living room and a kitchen and there's so many different rooms that you can go and hang out in, and I'm really excited because where I was living last year, Hill Hall, only one of the girls, Sydney, who you guys probably know, was a Gamma Phi. So she and I were obviously so close because we lived together and we're in the same sorority. But now it's like all my sorority sisters, so it's gonna be nice because we're gonna get so much closer, and I just can't wait to have dinner with them every night and chapter and do things every night. I'm so excited because my big lived in the house and she loved it, so I'm so excited about that. Another thing I'm super excited about are taking classes towards my major. After this first semester, sophomore year, I'll finally be taking some major classes, which I'm excited about. I'm going to be applying into the journalism school and hopefully getting in. But I am taking statistics, which I'm not pumped about, but I'm taking political science, history, what else, Spanish, and I'm taking this really cool like journalism school class. It's like a 1-credit class, but it's like really focuses in on writing your statement of interest, which is something that you have to do to get into the journalism school. So I'm actually really excited about that because there's cool guest speakers and stuff, so like that kind of stuff I'm really excited about. And lastly, I'm just excited to be back in Athens. I'm so excited to just be with my friends and make new friends and football games. And as crazy as it sounds that I don't want summer to end because I'm having such an amazing summer, but I am so excited to be back with my girls. Oh yeah, oh yeah. If you guys didn't know, some of my hallmates came and they visited me a couple weeks ago for my birthday, and it was so fun. It was like a little taste of Athens. Oh yeah, Ath baby. Oh yeah. And it was so fun, and I can't wait to be back with them again. And yeah. So if you are an incoming freshman at the University of Georgia or just in any university, just remember that even though it might be a little scary, you are going to have such a great year and you are going to do really, really well as long as you're yourself and you just put yourself out there. Freshman year is such a great year to really like learn about yourself and learn about your surroundings, so go do that. I know I learned so much about myself and so much about Athens and UGA, and I think it's really, really great. And just go be yourself and you're gonna be awesome. Alright peeps, thanks so much for watching. I'm so sorry that I haven't filmed a video in a while, but this is me coming at you live. I'll be back. Coming in hot, so don't worry. If you want to subscribe to this channel, please do. I would really appreciate it. Also, that post notification thing, that little bell, if you mind hitting it, it'd be pretty awesome because this new YouTube algorithm thing is kind of annoying and I want you guys to see my videos when they come out if you want to watch them. Hit that bell for me, okay? Also, I want to be doing a Q&A coming up soon, so if you want to DM me your questions, I will love that. And you can DM them on my Instagram. I'll put my Instagram handle here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.